Yay Networks.
Parenting is such a breeze. Oh, but it would bring you to your knees if it weren't for Chatty Daddy. Oh, yeah, the Chatty Daddy.
Welcome to the Chatty Daddies. Three dads trying to figure out this parenting thing out. I'm Nick Adams.
I'm Trey Peart.
I'm JC Chavez.
And thank you for joining us today. I would like to start today's Chatty Daddy session with something that I knew was going to happen.
What?
I knew we'd get the phone call. I knew it was bound to happen.
Davis drunk driving?
No.
Oh.
Whoa, dude. Jeez.
I was at work the other day, and it was not a good. It was not a good call, or it was not a good day for me. I was having a bad day. I didn't sleep at all the night before.
Okay.
And all I could think about was going home and going to sleep. Like I felt disoriented, like inebriated. I felt drunk almost. Being awake for so long.
Where the drive home is dicey even.
Yes, the drive in was dicey. Anyways, my wife sent me a text. She said, "Hey, Davis swallowed a Lego."
Oh, no.
He swallowed a
Swallowed a
Lego?
Lego.
Boy.
Oh, dang.
This trumps anything I could have brought to the table today.
Did he trip and it landed
So-
what happened?
He was playing in his room, and then he comes out and he said, "I think I swallowed a Lego." And I'm at work, so I'm not there. So he tells my wife this, and she says, okay, she's trying not to freak out too much, but
Sure.
she's already starting to freak out. And I mean, he's talking and breathing fine.
This too shall pass.
Yes, exactly.
And now I've got 30 questions that I
Yeah.
bet Blair has as well.
And so she was trying to ask him, like, okay, what kind, like, describe it.
Is it
was
a
it
little-
a wheel? Was it a big, like, 10 by 10 block?
Right.
What was it?
I'm guessing it's the 2x3 regular rectangular
Was
one.
it one of the, like, long ones where it's just a single row of
Or
four?
the sheet-
What is that?
The sheet of green that's really thin that looks like grass?
That is impossible to swallow.
So she said, okay, so take me and show me what it was. Like,
Yeah.
let's find another piece. So it was a very tiny, teeny tiny
Right.
eye.
Okay.
Like it belonged on a face.
So it's
It
like
was
a
an
little,
eye
it
of
looks
an
like a
animal.
little blue sequin kind of thing
Yes.
almost.
Just a one daughter.
Is a one dot. It just fits on one little dot of one of the bricks.
Oh, easy. I swallow one of those a year.
And so Blair was like, do I call the doctor? They don't open for another 20 minutes. I was like, it's probably fine, but go ahead and call them when they open, take him to daycare, and if they say he needs to come in, we'll take him. And she talked to the doctor. He said anything smaller than a dime, nothing to worry about. As long as it wasn't a battery or anything like that, it'll pass. And it's been over, not quite a week since this happened, and he hasn't complained about anything hurting, going to the
It's already
restroom,
gone, dude.
anything
It
like
already
that.
passed.
Yeah, so we're fine.
In fact, Davis and I have something in common because I too have swallowed one of those little single piece
At
ones.
what age were you?
I would say 32.
Yeah.
No, you have not.
Just testing
Now
it
let me
out.
tell you what. I was probably older. It was Kaysen is really into Lego. Loves Lego.
Yeah.
And so we were building a set, and he put one of the pieces in the wrong spot, and it happened to be that piece. I didn't have one of those remover tools that
They
you
have
know.
special Lego things that can pop bricks and
they're-
things apart.
Use that, Pete. They come in every set. Just keep one of them. Sometimes they're not in there. Just keep one. You'll need it because I decided that since you put it in the wrong place, I couldn't get my nail underneath it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to use my tooth.
Oh, no.
And when I did it, I don't know what happened, but I inhaled and it went in and down. Easy peasy, guys. It was this easy to swallow. And I remember I stopped and Kaysen looked at me and he goes, "What happened?" And I said, "Well, are there any extras of those?" And he goes, "Extras for what?" And I said, "Are there any extra of those pieces? 'Cause sometimes there's extra pieces."
Yeah, sure.
I said, "We might need an extra piece." And he goes, "Why?" And I said, "I just swallowed it."
What?
And boy, did he get pissed off at me.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Like I did something. I was just trying to remove it from the
Yeah.
wrong spot that he put it in. And I did it by accidentally trying to grab it with my tooth, and I must have inhaled wrong. And it when I
Straight
tell
down.
you, it went straight down with no effort put in by me whatsoever.
You hear a little splash
Yeah.
at the end because it just wide open.
I would have loved to have heard Kaysen scolding you like we would scold our children
Right.
or
Yeah.
something like that. I would love to hear what he said. Now, Dad, now,
No, yeah.
Papa, when you're playing with Lego.
You got to think things through, Papa.
And he was probably, I'd say he was 4 or 5 years old. So that was, it was about 6 years ago.
we had
Yeah,
we
so-
have these little water beads that you can. They're like really teensy tiny, and then you put them in water overnight till they're like whatever for 12 hours, and they get to be like 10 times the size of these teeny
Orbeez?
tiny-
Orbeez.
Maybe. I don't know
Okay.
the name brand.
It's
of them.
Arby's.
But we had like 10. We had 10. I knew there were 10. And then there were 9 after Quaid. This was about a year ago, so he would have been right around his first birthday. And then there were 9, and I don't know where the 10th one is. And I've looked all over the place. And I was like, did Quaid eat one of these? I don't know.
I mean, they look like candy.
And I don't know what's going to happen to him. It says non-toxic on the little bag.
But if it blows up 10 times the size of his little tummy.
And so then I was like, I'm just going to try one to see myself if like I can feel like I'm
Trey.
sick. So I just ate one too.
You did not.
I don't know if Quaid ever ate one or not, but I swallowed one.
But you're alive.
I'm fine. It was non-toxic. It was all good. I mean, it was going to disintegrate anyway. It was like a little tapioca ball, basically.
I wanna
just
say-
swallowed it right down the gullet.
Orbeez, one of the worst things to have in my house, along with slime.
Yeah.
Because these things, the kids drop them all over the place, and they're like they smush.
Yeah.
And they just end up everywhere. And then they play with it for like 5 minutes, and then they're done, just playing with it in the water. It's like a cool.
Well, we've been soaking them for 12 hours, and now you're done.
So
And they get so big, they get like clear almost. You can't see them. We put it in the tub once because I
Yeah.
want to see how big they got. Not that big.
The stomach acid disintegrates them, apparently.
They sure do,
Or I have
probably.
one still in me.
Trey, I promise I'm not trying to gross you out with this.
Okay.
But it's somewhat along the same lines.
Sure.
So this past summer, we've been doing a ton of swimming in the backyard. We're there every day. We're swimming for 5 minutes or for an hour.
Yeah.
We're there. And my kids kept having to want to go inside and go to the bathroom. And if it's a number 2, you got to dry them off. It's such a hassle. Well, we had a training potty in the garage. And I was like, well, I'm just going to set this on the porch. And I put a little like Target bag in it. And you just go in there, you tie it up, and you're done.
Yeah.
Right?
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, so it was just sitting there.
Genius.
So there was one time a few weeks ago, my daughter needed to do, and so she went off to the side, did her business, and came back. And I forgot to clean it up. Forgot about it. And then like the next day, I'm like cleaning up the patio, and I'm like, oh yeah, I never did. And I go and look, and it's gone. The mess was gone. Blair, did you clean this up? Nope. And you can tell there's still a little remnants.
Sure.
There's
Yeah.
still signs that
An event took place.
it was full at one point.
It would sound like the bag got switched out.
Yeah, the same bag was there. Anyways, man, that's crazy what happened. And then it happened again. And then we saw my dog leaving the area.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
I think my dog's been eating my kid's
Oh,
poop.
Sam.
Yes, 100% that's
Oh,
true.
no.
I was thinking it was some of the local fauna, but no, it's
Yeah,
your
no,
own
my
personal
dog.
dog.
You know,
canine.
when you have to tell Blair is when she's sitting on the couch and she's letting Sam lick her
Just
all
look
over
at
the
it.
face.
Well, I think we were sitting at our table and we could see our dog run out there and we could see her run straight towards it and we were like, that's it. And so we couldn't get there fast enough, but we did see it in action.
Dogs
yeah.
are just
pretty gross.
so gross
used to-
sometimes.
my dog will eat her own poop.
yeah.
Yep. My
Like, can you
dog-
imagine if we did that as humans?
Yeah, that's gross. We used to live by a cemetery. And when my wife and I first got married, in some townhouses by a cemetery, and there was a bunch of stray cats. My dog would eat stray cat poop all the time.
Oh.
It would just be hanging out in bushes and stuff, and she would just lunge in there and get stuff. It's like, you're a cute little 6-month-old puppy.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That's why when people say, in my next life, I want to come back as a dog, I want to remind them, you do know dogs eat poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a choice. You know, you can choose not to eat poop as a dog, right?
I don't think they just do it.
I've read about why they do this before, and some dog
Clean up?
animal people say, yeah, they're just cleaning the area. Some say it could show a sign of them like taking pride in their domain. They're keeping it clean. Some are saying maybe they have a nutritional thing and they're missing something in their diet, so they're eating that. Like when people just want to eat salt all day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of something similar with
That
dogs.
is wild. That is not
I don't
my-
know how they figure that out, but that's what people say.
Dogs are gross. But love them. Love those little creatures.
And now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp.
That's a good segue, Trey. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Hey, how well do you take care of your car? You know, if you have a car for a long time, I like to keep mine for about 5 to 10 years. You upkeep it. You get the oil changes. You switch out the tires. This is the same thing we should be doing with our mental health. Take
Yeah.
care of your brain.
Take care of that brain, people. We love BetterHelp because they provide online therapy with video, phone, and even live chat only therapy sessions. So if you don't want to be on camera, if you don't want to talk face to face with someone, that's cool. However you think you need help, they have it for you.
It is so much more affordable than in-person therapy, and then you also save on gas cost. Hello.
Pretty awesome.
And you can be matched with your therapist in under 48 hours, and you can start talking through those problems that have been just weighing you down and you just need some relief, BetterHelp is the way to go.
Yeah, we've tried it. We love it. It's
Yeah.
easy. And if you don't like who you've been matched up with, fine. You can get switched out for another person.
Nobody's feelings will get
Yeah,
hurt.
It's the easiest breakup ever.
And they have therapists. And it is truly the easiest breakup ever. Speaking of breakups, if you're going through one, BetterHelp can help you out with that. If you went through something as a child and it's coming back up now, BetterHelp can help with that. There's different therapy for different people, and that's why BetterHelp has therapists all over the place for you to get in contact with.
Our listeners are going to get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/daddies. That's betterhelp.com/daddies.
So you guys are veterans of the children's birthday party game by this point, right?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
We have Quaid's second birthday party coming up mid-September.
Okay.
And so we've got a really cool thing going on. We're going to have a party bus come. It's a fun bus.
At your house?
It's not like a, yes.
Yeah.
It's not like we're all going to be taking shots of Jameson and dancing on the pole in the back. It's a school bus because my son absolutely loves school buses. And they've converted the inside to a playground.
Fun.
So there's like trampolines in there and like padding and slides and all this fun stuff for
In
the
a
kids.
school bus?
Yeah.
Wow.
It looks awesome, and we've got a few people that we are definitely inviting that are like family members that have kids and all that stuff. I worry about how big of a net I need to cast for this birthday party. We've never done a birthday party thanks to COVID. We didn't do one the first time around. So,
And Quaid, honestly, first year birthday parties,
They don't know.
Don't go crazy, people.
They
'cause-
just want to see grandma and grandpa,
Yeah.
and
Right.
that's it.
They're not going to remember it. Don't get crazy. Don't feel bad if you don't have the most lavish or the most kids or the most people at your party. Because again, if it's about the kid, they don't remember.
we've got about 30 people on the invite list.
How many kids?
Hang on, you're going to have to make me do some thinking and
10?
counting here. Less than 10.
Less than 10?
Okay.
I'm going to say 8.
Eight
yeah,
kids and then
Kids,
okay.
and then grandparents, all that nonsense will
Yeah,
add
it's
up,
great.
make the bulk of everything else. So Nick Adams, you're 100% invited. I think
Oh.
Ellie and Davis will have a great
Yeah,
time.
we're there.
And
I'm in.
I'd love to see y'all there.
Thanks for the invite.
Am I 50% invited, or is that why you narrowed it down to Nick?
JC,
Trey's not making contact with JC.
Did
He
my
turned
kids
his back.
Are my kids aged out?
The thing is no. I want to know. Do you? I think I'm inviting you, but I don't want you to feel obligated. That's really where I'm trying to go with this whole
I
story.
got you.
Because the bus that they're going to get to play in, you have to be 7 years old or younger. And so your kids are just going to come and like either hang out with a bunch of adults or watch little kids play in a bus. And I don't want them to be bored out of their
Right.
mind, but I also don't want to be rude and not invite you.
It is. Here's the thing. It is not rude if my kids are older than your son.
Yeah.
And you don't invite them to the birthday. If it's
Really?
if it's little kid themed, no, it's not. It's not rude at all because you're right. You don't want my kids showing up with a bad attitude, going, I'm going to a little 2-year-old birthday party. I'm 10 years old. and I'm
Exactly.
9." You
They'll
know what
be
I mean?
miserable.
The older the kids get, the more attitude they get, and the more they feel like they're closer to being an adult than they are to being a kid. Not hurt at all. I think it's actually genius that you do that. You don't need to invite older kids
Right.
unless it's direct, close family.
Totally.
Keep it around Quaid's age range.
Right, and that's what we have for everybody else.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want them to
Perfect.
feel like they're babysitters or
No,
anything
no,
like
no,
that.
you're good.
You're getting an invitation in the mail. Don't feel like you need to send a gift or anything because I was the one going, I don't think JC or anybody's going to want to come.
Listen,
if
I'm gonna
they're
buy my
older.
dude Quaid a birthday present for show, so that's why I'm glad you're sending the birthday invite. But yeah, no, that I'm
very
totally
sweet.
not hurt by it. I totally understand it. I've been there.
Right.
I've cut kids out that I'm like, no, their kids are too old for this.
And my second part of this question is it's going to be the very first week of college football.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So luckily it's non-conference. Nobody's going to be playing the biggest game of the year. But football on at the house? Are we
Yes.
good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Absolutely.
have to have it on.
Just making sure.
Get some. This is what I wish people would know about kid birthday parties. Us dads don't really want to go to another kid's birthday party. Not
Hey,
big
we're
fans of
hanging
it.
out. We're there.
But our wives want us to come along to show moral support. So it is always nice to put on a game and then have a couple brewskis out there.
Right.
Yeah, what's the alcohol policy?
Well, it's from 10 a.m. to noon.
Perfect.
Okay, so all tequila.
Booze is
Yeah.
booze like
Yeah, that's
still
that's,
everybody wants a drink that early?
that's the homeowner's choice.
Yeah, you can offer it.
How about lunch? We have cake and appetizers,
That's fine. Put that on the invitation.
but we don't need full lunch for
No.
everybody,
Say
right?
cake and light snacks.
Okay.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want people to stay and turn it into an all-day party, or do you want people to get out of there as soon
Yeah,
as
you want to
possible?
spend an extra $150
Get out.
bucks at Chick-fil-A?
Quaid's going to take a nap. Everybody get out.
There you go.
Oh, here's a little secret tip to make everybody feel like they're part of it and they're in the know. Hopefully nobody in my family listens to this. I have recruited a couple of people to just be like, hey, get out at noon. Like, you just be the person that instigates the getting out. And I've told that to
that's smart.
all of my family, but none
smart.
of Kara's family, so that
Smart.
they're able to kind of
Yeah.
rush people out the door. I'm like, hey, I don't want anybody to feel bad about like leaving at this time. But if you'll go ahead and get the party started or the party ending, that'd be
Yeah.
great for me.
Ah,
Thanks.
you'll always get that one family that stays an extra 3 hours. though. That always
don't
happens.
do it.
It turns into a thing.
You know, along the same lines, last week we were talking about my kid's race car bed. Trey, you said you wanted it.
Yeah, I got
My wife.
vetoed.
Yeah, okay. My wife
What?
was like, well, we don't have anyone to give it to, so you could have had it.
What do you mean you got vetoed?
Well, so we don't have the need for it
Sure.
at this point in time.
Yeah, you don't have anywhere to store it.
So, and we don't have another kid coming. So, like, it's like, do I store it up in the attic? I don't know how bad or how well the plastic will
Just
hold
plastic,
up.
yeah.
Just put it in the room.
I'm gonna pitch it again. I'm gonna push a little harder if I'm just gonna have to come and rent
Yeah.
a truck and come get it.
Well, I was gonna say that was my thing. I was like, we can hook you up, but neither of us have a truck. So like,
Right.
am I gonna have to bring in like one piece at a time to work?
No,
which
no.
is easy enough for me.
Home Depot lets you rent trucks for the day. It's the Home
yeah,
Depot has
totally.
it's
Yeah,
easy.
that's fine.
Easy. Yeah, you
And I need to go over. My father-in-law is willing to hook me up with his old grill. He just got a Traeger, so I may just rent the truck and come and steal a bunch of people's free stuff for me.
Yeah, it's all good. Whatever you want. from it.
Take the bed though. Come on, we're all dudes here. We all wanted a race car bed, and you can get it for freaking free.
And put it in the attic
You
at
know what I'm
least.
saying? Yeah, that's what's up right there. I finally set up my son's PlayStation that I got him for Christmas, by the way.
Okay.
Nice. It's been in the box since Christmas.
Only 8 months.
I've been wanting him to earn it, and he's gotten to the cusp where I'm about to plug it in. Because if you ever set up a gaming system, it's a whooping.
Yeah.
you know, you got to remember passwords, and it's like getting a new phone basically. And I've been giving him like, yo, man, you act up. We're gonna set it up, and we get to the cusp, but we're gonna set it up, and then he has a fall down or a step back, and so it's been like that for like 9 months.
So he's known that he has this gift.
He has it,
Yeah.
and it doesn't help that he already has the old one that he can still game on. So I guess it didn't give him the push. And I told him at the end of the school year last year, I said, look, if you do well, and we live in Texas, and we have this thing called the STAR test. My son finally is taking that thing. I said, if you do well in the STAR test, I'll set it up for you. And he got so anxious about it, which I feel like I put too much pressure on him.
Oh, yeah.
And that sucks as a parent when you feel like you put too much pressure on your kid. So I try not to put pressure on my son when it comes to sports or football. That's why I'm putting him in like the chillest spot ever in the game so he could just get in and have fun. I don't want to put pressure in school. I don't want to tell him that you need to get straight A's like my parents did, because that made me an anxious kid. I'm like, as long as you're passing, dude, and you got good behavior, all I care about is how you treat other people. You got good behavior, you treat people well, awesome. But I told him, if you do well on the STAR test, it's going up. He was so nervous, guys, that he told me he did not think he did well on the STAR test.
Yeah.
He told me, he's like, I screwed it up. I don't feel good about it. All my friends are faster and blah, blah. I told him, take your time. So we put it off checking it. And one of his teachers, when we were going to meet the teacher, like, oh, did you check Kaysen's STAR test results from last year? And we're like, nope, haven't checked them. He told me he didn't feel like he did so hot. But you guys didn't call me, so I feel like he did good enough to where you guys didn't ask us to like tutor him or anything. So Kinsey and I went home after meet the teacher, and we log on, and Kaysen freaking crushed it.
Nice.
I mean, he mastered reading and comprehension. Like there's like levels: master meets grade level, approaching grade level. Mastered reading and was right there with all the other students when it came to math. I mean, crushed it.
Great.
I don't know what it is about, like, sports are cool and everything, scoring touchdowns are cool, but something about your kid getting good grades or scoring high on a test, is far superior
Yeah.
than him scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, I did something right.
Yeah. It's like, because, dude, you take that into real life. As soon as he got home from school, I gave him the biggest hug. And I said, dude, I just looked at your STAR test. You did not do bad. You freaking crushed it. I saw that light come back to his eye. Like that anxiety that he had been feeling about testing and school and stuff. Like this light came back. His attitude last week, guys, he's a different man.
Good.
He is a different dude. Well behaved, listening, doing his chores, not throwing fits. I don't know what it. Just because we told him he did well on this test, and I set up his damn PlayStation,
Yeah, you
he's
did.
set to go.
What's the first game we're playing on that sucker?
Fortnite,
Of course.
of course. Come on.
Is that still a big game for, what is he, 4th grade?
Yeah, 5th grade now.
5th grade?
Yeah, he and his buddies still play that. A lot of the boys they're playing that Fall Guys game too, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, Fortnite, he's still rocking on that. They're all trying to get on Call of Duty, but I think that's too old, a little too mature for
too
him.
much.
Yeah, but yeah, we did
good to
well
know.
on the STAR test, first time ever.
Very
Well,
nice.
Next week, I'm excited to talk about my son starting kindergarten. We're recording this before his kindergarten takes place, but I'm gonna take him to kindergarten. So I'm gonna be gone one morning
Really?
from work.
You gonna
Awesome.
cry?
I'm gonna take him. I don't know. I hope not. I
God
don't know.
bless
We'll
you,
see.
Nick, for setting that precedent, because that means Sweet Daddy T is going to be able to go for Quay.
I'm wondering if, whatever. I'm doing it. So I kind of didn't ask. I kind of just said like,
You didn't ask work?
hey, no. I kind of just told our boss. I was like, hey, I'm going to be gone on this morning to
Totally.
take him to school, but then I'll be back by 8:00.
Yeah.
And he said, okay.
Yeah, totally.
That's fine.
I didn't ask.
Yeah, I know if you're listening, most of you know that we work on a show called the Kid Craddock Morning Show, and Nick's one of our producers, and you've heard me and Kelly Raspberry, who's on the show with us. A lot of the times we mention one of my biggest regrets as a father is that I don't get to go to first day.
Yeah.
And I get it. I host the show, and Kelly's a host on the show. We get it. We have responsibilities. Yours are a little bit different. You can do your work.
Yeah.
Go take care of Davis's first day, and then come back, and everything's fine. But do it. I'm 100%. I got your back on that. Same with you, Trey. When you get to that point,
I kind of, maybe that shouldn't be on there. I kind of think that kind of blows that y'all don't do that. I mean, like, I feel like y'all should be like, no, we're going to do it.
Right. I do.
I understand where it comes from. Like, we got a morning show, we got to do it. But like, whatever, you can take half a day off and come up.
Yeah,
whatever.
And Kelly got to do it with her
Yeah.
daughter. I'm the one that missed it. I have that frame of mind that I feel like if I miss work, somebody's gonna steal my job
Sure,
or
yep,
whatever. But
sure.
it's not
And
gonna
we're right
happen.
here. Nick and I are right here.
And you guys are waiting.
I mean, we're waiting
to steal
for
it.
that
As
to
soon
happen.
as you slip up, we're going to cut the knees out from under you.
But for all those people listening, going like, "Oh man, that really does suck." JC, you didn't get to go to your kid's first day of classes, your daughter or son. First of all, I would have ended up crying anyway, so maybe it's better. And on the bright side of things, I get to pick them up.
Yeah.
on
Right.
that first day.
Yeah.
So I do get to be there in some form, and a lot of times we call them, and so that makes up for it. That I
Yeah.
get to be there for the
Right.
pickup.
Right.
I am getting not bummed isn't the word, but I'm going out of town that afternoon, so I'm not going to see him come home from kindergarten
and get to hear the whole
and
story.
hear,
and
like the
talk
first
about it.
couple days. I'm not going
Oh.
to hear how it goes. I mean, I'll FaceTime him
Yeah.
and stuff, but
Oh, I love the little kids'
it goes
first days.
well.
There was a little boy that did you see the video on TikTok of the little boy that got done first day of kindergarten, and he comes out and he's got the cool hat, first day of school,
First day.
and he's coming out and you can tell his body language is already not there,
Mm.
and his mom goes, "How was your first day of school, honey?" He goes, "Not good."
not good, mom.
And she goes, "You can tell mom went from super happy to like, uh-oh." She goes, "Oh, what happened?" And he goes, "Well, the teacher yelled at me." And the video cuts out right there.
What do you say we do the dad bop of the week here?
All right. So I know that this might be a little controversial.
Oh wow!
It's
What does
a-
the fox say?
It's a song.
I already picked that one, don't
it's
worry.
a song from Space Jam.
Oh, I love it, love it.
What's wrong with
Anything.
Space Jam?
Wait,
There-
which Space Jam? Oh,
original Space Jam.
Okay,
And,
okay.
so as you're piecing it together, you might feel like this
Yeah.
might get cringy. It is not. We're going with the original Space Jam theme song.
All right.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your
That's a
chance
jam.
to do your dance at the Space Jam.
All right.
I don't know how this got onto the playlist I was listening to while working out. Pretty good workout song.
Yeah.
This got on your workout playlist?
I think it was like my playlist ran out, so it just started like adding random songs in, and this was one of them.
But this has, it's closely related to songs you already listened to if they're going to throw it in there.
Well, I mean, children's movie songs are
there you
all
go.
over
That's
my
why.
playlist a lot of times.
Man, Quad City DJs. What happened to them? They had this song. They had like one other song on Jot Jams.
Yeah.
Remember, that was about it.
That one?
I don't remember what it was.
What 4 cities make up the Quad Cities?
I couldn't tell you. It's
I
like
have no idea.
Quad Cities.
I hear
It's
about
like
Tri-City,
New Jersey, New
Tri-State.
York.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Quad Cities.
Yeah, Quad City DJs. Good choice.
Thank
Man,
you.
Right
you
there.
know what? The original 90s Space Jam, way better than the LeBron Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
Way better. The
I
new Space
like
Jam takes like 30 minutes to get into any cartoon characters and stuff. They try and like tell a deep, meaningful story. Man, Michael Jordan's Bug Bunny is in the first like 2 minutes of that thing.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah. It was far superior. Sorry, LeBron.
Yeah.
But you already knew that probably.
Once more, Jordan's better than LeBron.
Oh, wow. But it's true.
Well, that does it for this episode of the Chatty Daddies. Join us next week. We're going to get into a lot of stuff, including, should my son wear that on Halloween?
Oh, you guys are already
Right.
planning Halloween
Oh,
stuff?
right.
Should that happen?
That's going to be great.
Yeah, we got a new costume.
I
I gotta
vote yes.
I gotta get your opinions on it.
Oh, boy.
So we'll talk about that next time. Be sure to subscribe to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. It's all free, guys. We're doing this for free.
Yeah, for you.
For our listeners.
Uh-huh.
So join us next time, and we'll see you soon. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Trip here.
I'm JC Chavez.
And remember,
Stand up straight.
Oh,